All right, what's up, guys? This is gonna be about three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. That's the title of the film, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. It's pretty long, but it's a great title. Looking back at this film, I'm not sure what else I would call it, I guess. It's a really unique, interesting, simple premise of a film. I'll get into it later. So the film is 2 hours long. It's a crime drama, sure, and a black comedy. It's from 2017. It's rated R for sexual references, language throughout, and violence. And 90% of critics on Rotten Tomatoes gave this film a good review. The consensus is that Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri deftly balances black comedy against searing drama and draws unforgettable performances from its veteran cast along the way. So the premise. After months having passed without a culprit in her daughter's murder case, Mildred Hayes makes a bold move, painting three signs leading into her town with a controversial message directed at William Willoughby, the town's revered chief of police. When his second in command, Officer Dixon, an immature mother's boy with a penchant for violence, gets involved, the battle is only exacerbated. So the film is in English. Yeah, I guess just in case you didn't know. Stars a lot of people. I'm not gonna go through all the names, but yeah, the main characters: Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, Lucas Hedges, and like more minor ones: Peter Dinklage, Clark Peters, Abby Cornish, Caleb Landry Jones, Carrie Condon, John Hawkes. Okay, and directed by this guy, Martin McDonagh. So, this film I knew it was going to receive so many awards after watching it, and on its Wikipedia page, it has a separate link for another Wikipedia page with all its awards because it has so many. I'm just gonna give you a visual. I'm not gonna go through the whole list. I mean, like, wow, this just look at this. These are all the awards it's either been nominated for, won, or a runner up to. Like, of all the films I reviewed, I don't know if I've seen a film with so many nominations and stuff. I'm just gonna turn down the music for a bit. Okay. So anyway, my thoughts. This is one of the best like acted films I think I've like ever seen. The main character is trying to get justice for the death of her daughter. And it's just she can't find it in her small town, and this film explores like small towns in such a refreshing sort of light. Like there are stereotypes, like everyone knows each other. It's kind of conservative. There's like a culture of like, acceptance when it comes to like I guess social hierarchies, even of power, in small towns. But this film really does focus on this woman played by what's her name again? Frances McDormand and her controversial move, yes, to purchase three billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri, and just write words on them, and that's what sets the plot in motion. Like it's such a simple, refreshing premise with a weird, relatable I don't know, what do you call it, motivation for the main character because it's not like someone has died that I've known of from like that's been obviously murdered. I'm trying to find justice. No, I've never really had that happen in my life. But like the film does a good job of like making her emotions like really accessible for the audience, for people who are watching. Uh, and Woody Harrelson, yeah, probably like the second protagonist, even though he's against our protagonist. So because there aren't really antagonists in this film. The film does a good job of humanizing everyone. Everyone has their own motivations, especially in a small town environment. It's kind of easier to figure out where their motivations come from and their intentions and why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, yeah, everyone's got good sides, bad sides, and even I don't know which actress plays the daughter, but yeah, there are flashbacks in this movie to give you like in the film, in the story, like in the film, I mean, yeah, to give you context for what's happening in the present time in the story in the film. And those flashbacks are so good because they are so critical to giving context and understanding like why people feel so emotional in a certain way right now. Like every beat of this film really adds to the story. And I'd be curious to see what else the director directed because okay, he directed also The Banshees of Inisherin, Seven Psychopaths, The Guard in Bruges. I've seen all of these. Wow, he's a good director. And like all his films are like fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, which is kind of rare. Like a whole director's filmography is like high rated, like really high rated. It's a pretty good director, guys. Check him out. Again, this is Martin McDonagh. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't really want to get into the plot, but like there's just really good acting, really good drama, like confrontations between characters, and and the violence is simple in this film, but it's also kind of unique and it's really led by motivations and intentions. Like this is a rare film, I think, and it's a good like sort of American film because of course a film about small town America, that's getting this many awards. Of course, there's going to be some social commentary about like hierarchy and power. It's like not like a yeah disagree or agree with it, but I think the film like yeah just gives like a refreshing take on these smaller cultures and communities in the U.S. and how when people are pushed to the edge in these communities, what they're willing to do to get some sort of closure, clarification for tragedies that have befallen them. So yeah, if any of that sounds interesting, that's Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I definitely recommend it. Check it out if you haven't. Until then, take it easy, y'all, and peace.